Welcome back to another episode of Room 24. I'm Abby.
And I'm Sam. And today's episode is going to be Exes Reunite. So before we get started with the questions, we're going to let them introduce themselves.
Hey guys, my name is Anna. Follow me on Instagram at _Queen Anna.
What's good, y'all? I go by the name of Paris B. You can follow me on Instagram at ParisBOfficial_. Yeah.
All right.
I thought there was going to be something on underscore.
All right. So before we start with the questions, you guys already know we always take a shot. So we're going to go ahead and keep that thing going.
Yes.
So let's all cheers to our first Exes Reunite. Yeah. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
I didn't share you, but...
Yeah, just like, you feel me? Oof. It's a little warm.
I didn't like that at all.
Oh,
That was gross.
that was a little nasty.
All right, so we're just going to get right down to it. We're going to start with the first question. I'll let Sam take it away.
Okay, so the first question is, how did you guys meet?
You want to answer that?
Instagram.
Okay.
We're not... Well,
This
I slid in his DMs.
Okay.
Because he posted a picture and I realized that he was gone off of Instagram for like months. And then I seen it and I was like... And I commented on it and that's what happened.
I forgot. She said, what did she say? She said something about your jawline. She was like, oh, you have a nice jawline.
That's a very specific comment.
I know.
But
don't know what
I
was
do look
thinking.
at jawline, so.
And then from there, it was kind of just like, we talked for a couple weeks.
Were you guys like already following each other prior to you like sliding in his DMs like for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually followed him when he was with his ex before.
Yeah.
So
She was like waiting to plot.
So
She's
she-
like lurking on his Instagram to see when all the pictures are deleted.
This is my chance. That's why he was gone for so long. I swear.
No, but we've been following each other and shit like that, and we didn't really keep in contact, but we kind of just like if I posted something, she'll like, if she posted
Comment
something,
on
I
it
like it,
and
and blase,
stuff, yeah.
blase, and then she slid in, and then.
I mean, she had to. You probably took too long.
True.
She said, I ain't wasted no time. And I guess that kind of went with our next question that we had was who shot their shot. It was Anna.
Anna shot the
We
shot.
love bitches who shoot their shot because a lot of the time we ain't gonna wait for y'all. I mean, I feel like I've only done it like a few times, but
I don't
I've
know,
been
girls are
successful every
scared.
time.
So the girls who actually do shoot their shot, applaud to
Yeah,
them.
facts. You go, Anna.
thank you.
Next question, Sam.
Oh, you can go since.
Okay. The next one is how long were you guys together? We'll start with Paris this time.
Sheesh. I mean, I felt like. Because we wasn't really on and off. It was just like we was going through shit. You feel me? Mainly because of me. I was doing little shit, and then we were kind of, oh, I'm done, this and this and this. So I would say maybe like 2 years, if I can give a time period, 2 years, maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe.
Okay. Is he incorrect?
He's incorrect.
Really?
It was, I'm going to say like, it was almost 2 years, but we didn't hit that mark. We were
Okay.
maybe like
A year
3
and like,
months before that.
I was close.
Okay.
So
was
he
like
was close.
almost there.
Yeah, we were like almost there and then.
Okay.
So a year and 3/4.
Females are very specific about the time. Okay?
Because I was like 2 years, because I was like, okay, boom, but then 3 months, okay. A year and,
3 months? A lot can happen in 3 months. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
No,
Oh, that can happen in a day. So.
Facts.
Yeah.
What did you love most about each other? I'll let you go first, Anna.
Damn. I don't know. Like, he was always, like, there for me when I needed him. I think that's kind of what started because when I was, like, met him, I was going through some shit. So, it, like, automatically we just clicked by talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, throughout our relationship, that was, like, so consistent.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what made us a lot stronger because we could, like, basically talk about anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's, like, one of the main things.
Yeah, so you guys had like a friendship and then like
Yeah.
the relationship came after. Okay. I think that's so important because
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just kind of rush into relationships and it's like you don't really have a bond with that person. So like that's where like a lot of things get miscommunicated
facts.
and like just shit just doesn't fucking go the way it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Do you want to tap into that question?
I'll tap in a little bit.
What did you love most about Anna?
I guess like when she met me, I was kind of in like a real dark place,
Okay.
and like again, like she was there for me. So it's just like, and just she showed me new things and made me learn new things about myself. So just her being there for me and just like really like I can talk to her about anything. And plus she goofy, so it's like you feel me. So yeah, we did our thing.
Yeah, you both are definitely weird in your own way.
Coming from Sam.
Coming from Sam.
I'm like, Sam? do you know who Sam is?
It feels good to say that other people are weird.
Right.
We all weird.
All right. And what was your favorite activity to do together as a couple?
We've had some crazy ones. Like I guess.
What was your favorite thing to do?
There's a couple. Could I name like a few?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had this thing. Well, we didn't have a name on it, but nigga, we used to take like some naps in the car, like just
In the car.
But nigga, we just used to like I don't know what it was. We used to just like. It was come see me or whatever the case may be, and niggas would just be tired, so we would just take naps in the car.
You didn't nap inside the house or where you were at. You'd nap in the car.
I mean, we was there. We was napping
like
inside
some
the
rough
car.
times.
It was nigga. We was napping in the whip, and then like shit, we would go out to eat a lot and shit like that, and then like I guess take little trips here and there. But it was just like
Cute.
normally just being around each other. I feel like for me, it was just
Yeah.
like no matter what we did, like we kind
It's
of
like
always
having
like
our company.
yeah, we always kind of maneuvered us having like fun and shit like that. You know
Love
what I mean?
that.
So yeah.
That was the first thing I've ever heard about.
I know,
couples taking
naps in the car.
I take naps in the car in between like going places and I'm
Or like
waiting.
on your lunch break or
Right.
something, but like...
Not with other people though.
I was in there, man. Like
It was mostly when like one of us would drop each other off at home, and like when we would say bye, it was just like fuck, I'm gonna take a nap.
real quick.
Like before we go.
Yeah, it was like fuck, I'm gonna take a nap. So I think that's where that's coming from. But I think my favorite thing to do was we had this thing where we had date night every Tuesday, and we would go to the movies.
Fire.
So I think like that never stopped throughout our relationship. Like we were there every single week. So
That's
that was
cute.
something that I enjoyed
Like
doing.
something you looked forward
What
to.
if you ran out of movies to watch?
We would find some.
We would go to the movie theater, so there was always something to watch.
Jeez, you were on top
That's
of
cute
it.
though. I like that.
I do
I
like
do
that.
like
I like that. Who usually put more effort?
I would say, I'm gonna answer that. I would say like in the beginning of our relationship, it was kind of both of us, both of us. And then like I guess when shit got rocky, I guess like she put in more effort than I did, and then it was kind of just an on and off. Cause then like when I didn't give a, can I say?
Yeah,
can I say
yeah.
Oh yeah. When I didn't give a fuck, like she started not giving a fuck. So then we kind of just was like
As it should
fighting.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we start like really battling each other. So then it was kind of just like. But I would say like throughout the relationship, like she definitely put more effort into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let Anna answer it and then I'll get back to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
You?
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
Do you ever feel like he could have put more effort and he just chose not to, or do you feel like I feel like some people are kind of like not aware of it sometimes because they're not used to.
I think
Yeah.
he just got too comfortable with it.
Mhm.
And
Facts.
I'm 100% sure like he could have put more effort, and it was just a matter of if he wanted to or not.
Yeah, I was gonna get back to them and be like, okay, like you were well aware that like Anna put more effort into it, so like what was
I
stopping
feel
you
like-
from like meeting her in the middle?
I feel like going through it and being in it, I really didn't realize if I was putting less or more. But when you sit back and kind of think about all what happened
That's
and
when
why
you
we
realize
ended up
what was
broke up,
going
and it's
on.
just like, oh shit, I could have done this better. I could have
Right.
communicated this better, and it just I should have just been like more communicative. I wasn't
Right.
really
It
communicative
happens.
towards the end, so it's just like I feel like a big part of why we stopped was just like my communication and just me being honest with her about certain
Okay.
shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's understandable.
I feel like everything is trial and error, and sometimes you learn after the fact that when you have time to sit back and actually think about it.
Facts, because
Or you're so caught up in the moment that like you don't really see things for like what they are,
facts.
and you kind of just get like lost in the relationship almost, and you act a totally different way.
Facts. Like,
Yeah.
it was just, like, I felt like from the beginning, like, she, like, because she knows exactly who I was, like, as a human being. But then when all the hurt kind of came in, it was kind of like she's seeing this different side of me. And it's just
Yeah.
like, where does this come from? You know what I mean? And that's where like all the clashing began, and me not being communicative, and then me not being communicative. She's like, okay, then fuck you, then nigga. Like, I'm right there for sure. And then
I'm right there with you.
Sis.
so yeah.
All right.
Me or you?
I think it's you.
Okay. Were you unfaithful, and did you think I was?
I was unfaithful. I did. That's kind of like the sum of like why we like ended. You feel me? Because I was unfaithful to her, and I did some things that I'm not too proud about and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, like when I first met her, I didn't want to hurt her. You know what I mean? But of course, my actions and I guess the people I was surrounded by kind of like gave that like initiative of me doing what I did.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I was unfaithful, and I definitely, of course, things we should have communicated about and stuff like that. But it was a lot of shit that I kept in, and I felt like once we got to that point where we were just kind of like not hating each other, but kind of combative, I couldn't talk to her because everything I said she didn't believe. But I can totally understand that because why would
Did it happen more than once?
Well, one time it happened but I did flirt and shit like that and stuff like that. But
do you consider flirting cheating?
Oh, it is cheating.
Hell
Definitely.
yes.
It's cheating.
Okay,
It's
so then it was
definitely-
more than once.
It's definitely cheating. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it was a lot of shit that I wasn't too proud about. Because, like, again, when you look back at it, it was just like she caught me at a place where I'm like, I didn't even know myself.
Yeah.
So then, like, she helped me build myself back up into, like, the person that I was before and even better. So it's just like looking back at it, it's just like I didn't lose just like a girlfriend, I lost a friend.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Did you ever think that Anna was unfaithful to you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, women are. But I don't think she
if you
was.
did you ever feel like she was? Like, it's not whether like you have the right answer.
You ever have a sus moment with her?
Maybe towards the end.
Okay.
When shit was kind of rocky.
When it had already
because
hit the fan.
I mean, but then again, it's kind of like it was. I felt like it was either her not giving a fuck or her just like over it. But I mean, I really don't know. But I feel like she wouldn't. She's not the type of person.
You think she wouldn't admit it?
No. I'm just saying I don't think she would be that type of person to do something like that. But
so
it's
were
just
you
like,
ever unfaithful, Anna?
Never.
Never?
Yeah,
Okay.
but at the end, it's kind of just like, when she ain't fucking with me no more, picking up my calls like that, it's kind of like, what the fuck is she doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just like, so it took my mind in all different places.
Yeah.
So like, no, I don't feel like she wouldn't do it, but as she just said, she did. So.
And before like you found out that he was cheating, did you like already like suspect something, or like did you ever have like any moments where you kind of felt like he was doing it, but you didn't have like the facts to like confirm that he was doing it?
I had the facts. I knew it all along. Like, throughout our relationship with 2 years, like, almost 2 years, I knew every single thing. I knew about every single girl. I knew about everything that he was doing. And he knows that because I caught him. And at the end, it was just, like, more of, I didn't bring it up throughout our relationship because of the sake of me and him staying together.
Yeah.
Because I know that if I talked about it, it would make me want to leave him.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, like, more kept it inside until the end. And then when I just, like, told him, like, hey, I know about this, he was just like, oh, where the fuck do you know that from? Like,
I was like, don't worry about where I know it from.
Yeah, I was like, I've been known.
But-
It was just a matter of me just holding it in for the sake of our relationship.
Yeah.
But as far as me being unfaithful, that never happened. It's just after that one thing happened, it was just like,
Done.
You were
fuck you.
over
Like,
it.
I've been fucking done everything for you. Why the fuck am I gonna stay around?
Yeah,
Facts.
true. Yeah.
And I feel like that's where, I don't know, I feel like, I mean, of course I'm owning up to what I did because, of course, it's my wrongdoing and stuff like that. But just like at the end, she had told me that she kept a lot of stuff in that she found out. So it was kind of just all like, okay, then why did you bring it up?
Yeah,
But
I
then
mean, I
again,
understand where
I
she's
understand.
coming
Yeah,
from.
me too. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like,
But-
now that you sit back and look at it, you can kind of...
No, but even before,
see
like
it.
when we broke up and just stopped like fucking with each other altogether, like she had told me that I've been knew this and I've been knew that and I've been knew that, but I just never brought it up. Of course, what she said because.
Did you maybe, like, not bring it up in, like, hope of, like, him changing or, like...
Well, she was
maybe just,
saying she
like,
wouldn't
a
want to
long-
be, like, around him if she
Yeah,
admitted
I feel
it.
like it was more of giving him another chance, but it was like, damn, how many fucking chances
Yeah,
you need?
you're
Like,
but I run
damn,
out-
once
but
the
at the
thing
same
were five, like,
time-
I ran out of chances, and
And it was just.
it
done
was
from
just
there.
like, it was little things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there was some things that were like bigger deal, but when that last thing happened, it was just
You
like,
were just done.
I was done. I was just like, dude, this was it. Like, that's the last thing that you could possibly do for you to completely lose me. Because
Yeah.
before that, we did have some problems, and it was like, we were going through it.
Yeah, but like,
I
what
think-
relationship doesn't?
100%. So it was like me of just giving more chances, but I was like, if I talk about it, he's gonna know about it, and then he's gonna do more of it. So I was just like, I'll just keep it in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if Paris would have known, because he was like saying, well, why didn't you talk about it when you brought it up? Then maybe if it was brought to his attention, he would have had the chance if he wanted to.
But still, it's at that point, if we're together, it's not even up to her to even bring anything up to me. It's kind of just
No,
like,
it's definitely your fault. But I'm just
is.
saying, like,
But
if you guys had that communication and she didn't hold it in, because there is times where females do hold a lot in, and then there's an explosive moment. And even myself, I've done that. So it's like if I would have brought up things to attention, or if we as females brought things up instead of held it in, could it have gone different? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Like, you should still be aware of yourself.
Yeah,
but there
facts.
should always still be communication of something.
But I just feel like she said, it's like, because I know, like, despite everything, it's like she still wanted me there. So it's like her admitting to herself. Because, of course, I feel like in relationships, when stuff starts going down, you kind of, like, tell yourself, nah, that's not happening, or this is not happening. You try to, like, trick your mind. But I feel like if we would have had a conversation about it, it would have kind of been like, now I'm admitting it to you, not along myself. So it's just like, I mean, because she wanted to be there.
Yeah.
You know what
So,
I mean?
like, besides Anna not really communicating with you, were you, like, always aware of, like, how much she fucked with you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
From the first time we, like, hung out. Like, it was kind of just, like, on a consistent basis. Like, I knew she fucked with me, like, despite anything. Like,
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
still kind of, like, did you still feel like you kind of had to, like, go and seek attention from other women, even though you knew you had someone who, like, actually fucked with you? Or, like...
I feel like it wasn't, like, really seeking attention because, like, some of the girls were just friends. But, of course, like, I know coming from, like, a girl, it's just like, oh, who is this bitch, who is this bitch, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't feel like it was seeking attention. It was, I don't even know really what it was, but I don't feel like it wasn't seeking attention.
Did he ever, like, press you about your guy friends or anything? Or you
No.
did, you know?
Nah.
Because he knew that I wouldn't do
knew.
anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just knew, you know what I mean? But,
Okay.
I just
But-
feel like it just comes down to, like, I know he's just saying some of them were just friends.
Some of
But it's like-
some of them were just friends, but some of course, like I did like
Were
fucking flirt with them. You know what I
flirtation.
mean? Like not even gonna say
Like,
her
there was
friend.
a
Whenever
different
you were
intention.
flirting with
Yeah.
them after, like, you texted them something flirtatious or something like that, would you, like, look back and be like, damn, I shouldn't have sent that text?
Yeah, I would just be like, yo, like because then it'll be like it's like she'll be right on time. Like I'll be doing my shit and then she'll call me and then I'm looking at her and she's oh I miss you, I want to see you. Then it's kind of just like damn, like what the fuck, you know what I mean? So like
So, like, why keep doing it then?
Intuitions are
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm like,
You know what I mean?
damn.
100%.
Like,
100%.
I just feel like at the time, I don't know, just at that time, like, don't get me wrong, like, I cared about, loved her, you know, still care about her, you know, still got love for her and shit like that, but it was, I don't know, not that I was, like, really seeking attention again, but it was just kind of, like, the attention was coming at me, and I didn't know how to kind of, like, grasp everything that was coming to me. You know, because of course I knew what I had at home and I knew what I had by my side. But I guess all the attention that I was getting, I was kind of just like... Because there was a lot of women that I curved and there was, of course, a lot of women that I entertained. So it's kind of just like a...
So, where I'm kind of confused is, like, why be in a relationship then if you kind of don't know that you're, like, going to be fully committed? And this goes
True.
for, like, both sides, not just, like, you. Like, if at any point you felt like you weren't going to be fully committed and you still somehow felt like you could entertain anybody who gave you attention or, like, when the attention was coming to you, why even, like,
I mean,
stay? And
I would answer that question, but I feel like sometimes... Well, I can only speak for myself. I mean, I feel like sometimes, like... As human beings, we get a little selfish. And I feel like in the situation, I was selfish.
yeah.
Because, like, I knew what I was doing, but at the end of the day, I still wanted her, like, next to me by my side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was the selfish part on me. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, I guess you can only learn from your mistakes, too. So, like,
Facts.
and nobody's perfect at the end of the day. We all make mistakes. They may not be the same mistakes or to, like, that extent, but nobody's perfect. And
True,
we're not
but
here
it's-
to judge anyone either, so.
Facts. But niggas know what they be doing. So it's like, it's either you gonna change it or you gonna keep staying the same throughout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Facts. Next question is, who ruined the relationship?
Oh, me right here. Definitely.
That was a quick one.
I know, he was like,
a quick
Definite.
answer.
Come on, man. Definite. Like I said, done things that I wasn't supposed to be doing around people I really wasn't supposed to be around. And, like, she had told me about certain people that was in my life. I'm like, yo, bro, like, no, they're not it for you. and then
Yeah.
kept hanging around them and like, nah, they're good for me. And then situations lead into other situations, and then it's kind of just like boom.
Like,
And
damn,
then
I should have listened.
should have listened. But then again, I had to figure all that shit out for myself.
Right.
Because like at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, these my peoples. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be around them regardless, blase. But then as time goes by, like being with certain type of people was ruining the relationship with me and her.
Yeah.
So it was kind of just like, she was like, yo, I'm keep telling you, and every time I was with him, got in trouble. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. So
Yeah.
again, as you sit back and kind of like look at everything that's going on and that went on, it was kind of just like, yeah, I should have slowed my ass down and kind of was just like, listen to my woman. Because at the end of the day, I feel like your woman is going to have your back 100% more than like the
Half
people
of your
that
homies,
you're
yeah.
rolling with, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then like she went to bat for me multiple times. She had my back multiple times. So it's just like, she told me, but again, I had to take that in and take my L so I can learn from it and grow from it. You feel me? So yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got the answer, but Anna, we're gonna let you answer it too.
Oh, do
Who
you
ruined
think?
the relationship?
I mean,
She come on now, man.
She's like, I don't need to repeat.
She's like,
my-
do I need
I
to
don't
repeat
say
it?
nothing
I think
at
I
this
said everything.
point.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I kind of said
nothing.
everything I
Yeah.
said.
And I feel like men are very like loyal to their friends. Not that females aren't, but in the sense of like, oh well, he was there for me, or I came up with bro, and I can't let him go. And it's
Facts.
like it'll be very like bad friends for men, but they don't. It's like almost like a, you left your neighborhood, blah blah blah. You forgot where you came from, type of thing. And I feel like men always feel like they have to stay with that friend because of like whatever
Or
happened.
how long they've known them.
Exactly.
I don't
Still.
even think that's what it was though. I feel like for him it was more about he knew what he was doing. It was just like he wanted to do it. Like if
Yeah.
I told him like, hey, I don't want you to go, like, and this was never a problem between us because it was like if I wanted to go out, I would go out. If he wanted to go out, he would go out. But it was like there were times where I was like, hey, I don't want you to go with them because this person is there. And the reason why I told him that was because I'm like, fuck, you did this with this girl, and I
Fact.
don't want you there.
Yeah.
But it was like
Yeah.
for him, he didn't see it that way.
Facts.
So it was like multiple times where I caught him about telling me that he was with different people when he
And he
was with
wasn't.
his homies with the wrong group of people. So I was just like,
Yeah.
dude, I keep telling you about your friends every single time. And it's like, it just sucks that it had to happen this way in order for him to finally see it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I've been fucking telling you this for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was like, there's points where I'm like, call him and ask him if he'll do this for you. And it was like, none of them will be there for him. So I was like,
Facts.
fuck it.
Yeah.
People always learn the hard way though. Everybody.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes certain people, they have to knock their head a little bit more to really realize. Because, you know, some people, they get it one time, boom, over. But I feel like,
Yeah, but I also feel like people know, like, once it's brought to your attention, like, you should know.
I knew.
It shouldn't
No.
have to be like we're all grown here, let's be honest. We're all
Definitely,
grown. So
definitely.
it's like, how many times do we really have to let you guys know that you did something wrong for you to finally, like, let it register? In your
Definite.
head, it's like, y'all know what y'all are doing. Like, let's all be
Definite.
grown. Let's all be honest.
Definite.
Like, we know what we're doing.
But
So,
definite.
yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the next question.
What was the final action that led to the breakup? So we know like you ruined it, but what was that final action that you were like, okay, I'm done?
We're going to let Anna start first this time.
I feel like, as stupid as this sounds, but I did give him a chance to kind of make it up after he, like, officially cheated on me. But it was like, I kind of lost interest after that happened because of who the person was, where it happened, the people that he was around when it happened. So it was just like, after I gave him a chance, even though he started putting in effort,
Yeah.
knowing that he was gonna lose me,
Wasn't the same.
I just like completely lost interest in him. And
Yeah.
it didn't take me like months to figure it out. It took me like overnight where I was just like, dude, what am I doing with the person that doesn't give two fucks about me?
Yeah.
So it was like,
Did you know the person that he cheated on you with?
yeah,
You knew her?
yeah.
Like, personally, or you just, like, knew of her?
I mean, the fact that he brought me around her again after he fucking cheated on me
shit.
with her, it was like,
Yeah. So, would you have, like, ever expected it to be her?
never.
Never?
Yeah, man.
At all?
Never.
Damn. That's kind of like where, I feel like that's kind of like where it's fucked up. Like, they bring you around these people, you think that, like, these are friends that you can actually like trust and stuff. Because I mean, like, of course, we don't want to have like ownership of our partners. Like, we want to let them have their freedom. We want to like let them still have friends and like do their own thing. But it's like,
if that person's seen you with that person, they should also respect your
I
relationship.
mean, she should have respected
Bitches don't
her
care.
relationship because she
But-
was in a relationship too. So
she
I'm
should have
like,
just respected herself.
like
All together.
Yeah,
Just all of
respect. All right, guys, we're gonna get right to the next question. If you found out they cheated, but you didn't tell them you knew, is it okay to cheat back?
no,
No?
Fuck no.
no,
2 wrongs don't make it right.
no.
You guys are great people.
I know,
for
that's
saying
like,
that.
I mean.
2 wrongs.
Because
But
you might as well at that point just fucking break up. Like, what are
Yeah.
you still doing together? Like,
facts. But in a time, you might have felt like that though. Like, oh, what? I did. But again, it's like 2 wrongs don't make it right. So now,
Yeah,
2
definitely.
people is it just.
So now it just fucks up the whole like dynamic. Because now it's like,
Yeah.
all right, well you cheated, I cheated, so now what the fuck do we do?
But I know situations like that.
I do too.
To where the either or cheated, and then it's kind of like, okay, well I did this, and now you gonna act right now? I did.
They're
Yeah,
just
I
both
feel like
going
at
like
this
back and
point-
forth and shit.
Yeah, at this
I mean-
point, just why even be with that
I
person?
mean, a couple times is too much. Like if it's like
Maybe one or once.
I feel like women take pain way more better than dudes because like it's
Yeah.
like, nigga,
The thing is, they won't show it at first. Like, we're, like, if something happens, we'll, like, break down, we'll cry right there.
Facts.
Like, you know? And then, like, guys will, like, if you tell them something, they'll kind of, like, pretend like it didn't get to them. And then, like, a week later, it'll just hit them, and then they're a fucking mess.
Not
And then
I.
you're just-
Also, men will always be like, if women cheat, it's because it was emotional. Like, you love
No,
this
no,
nigga.
no, no.
Like,
No,
blah,
like,
blah,
no,
blah.
90%. But there's that 10%
Who's a savage and
who's
really
just
just
like
fuck
who's
to
just
fuck.
like niggas, and they'll just
Yes,
do it
I'm
to
trying
do
to
it.
tell you. Nobody
I
believes
know
me
that-
when I say that.
Well, this one girl, she was like, yo, I used to do it just to get my nut off, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
She was in a relationship?
No, she wasn't in a relationship,
just
but it was
like
just
out
like she
there?
was just like doing her thing.
But a lot of men don't believe women are capable of that. They're like, no, they're too emotional. I'm like, I mean, I know a couple of people that have done it.
Try
so-
me. Try me.
You.
So we
wanna
will see
go
who's
there.
really the emotional one.
I feel like that's when they start to act right, though. They're like, damn, she can't really do that
Yeah.
shit. So fuck.
She's like, damn, you're gonna do it too.
I'm like, I already did it.
Oh,
She got you. Oh my god, I know. Like, yup, like you can't even disagree with them.
I know.
It's kind of like, wow.
If your current partner were here, what would you tell them about me? Even if you guys don't have current partners, or like your past partners after you two, did you tell them about each other or like your experiences with each other? Like, and what would you say it?
Not even
Just-
that. Just like, let's say Anna is here, right? And her boyfriend, her man's is like over there, and you had one thing to say to him, like about Anna. What would you possibly?
Well, my dude. I mean, I've never talked like shit on her. Like I kind of always like, if the situation was brought up, I kind of was just like, yeah, I was wrong for it. But it's just like, yeah, Anna's an amazing person. And it's just like, she'll go to bat for you. And it's just like 10 out of 10 times. It's just like, never really said anything bad for her, like about her. It's kind of just like, I know where I messed up, so it's kind of just like, if anybody asks me, it's kind of just like, yeah, I messed up, and it's just like that's kind of the reason why we're not together. But like I would just say like, yeah, she's an amazing girl, and just like keep her tucked in, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And then the tables were turned. And let's say Paris's girl was standing over there. What's one thing you would say to her?
I don't even know. Definitely, I feel like this goes for my mistakes. Again, he's an artist, and I feel like that was like one of the main reasons why. Well, his excuse was to talking to girls, so I'm like, well, you better keep him in check. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And speak up when you have to.
Keeping it in check, cause I feel like honestly, if she would have speaked up like, "Yo, nigga,"
Yeah.
I would have kind of been like, "Oh." But of course,
But
like,
did she really have to? Like, I feel like when you're
No,
in a
she didn't have
relationship, you
to.
kind of should
didn't
have
have
an
to.
understanding, regardless of whether that person is super out there about what you're already supposed to be doing or not. Like, you should know what's right and wrong.
She didn't have to. Like it was solely me.
It's
Like,
just something you would have preferred for her
yeah,
to
she
do.
didn't have to. But I feel like where I went wrong, it was kind of just like just being honest with myself and her at the same time. And like I feel like a lot of situations I could have went at different. You know what I mean? That I didn't. And
Yeah.
again, it caused problems between us because like we were like thinking about it, it's like we're fighting over stupid shit that could have been one conversation and then boom, it's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it doesn't really matter if she said something or not. I should have been like, yo, I know who I got
Yeah,
by my
of
side. I
course.
gotta stop it. You, know
You
what I mean?
should always know what to do without being told. But I do
Facts.
feel like nice people will get taken advantage of by their significant other, and that significant other could like do it and not realize it, but because they're like, I've gotten away with this, they're not gonna say anything. And it's not even just a girl. Like if a man was too nice, a girl, I've done that. I've been like,
Take
well,
advantage of their
this
kindness.
man's so nice.
That's how it starts. It's
Yeah.
when you do this, see that you can get away with it, and then do this, and then.
And then that's
get
what
away
turns
with
people
it.
into savages, because then it's like,
Facts.
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
how many times am I gonna have to go through this for
I
like
think
me
that's
to
what
finally?
happened for
Yeah.
sure. Like I was just like, and I feel like a lot of it, what caused it was that, like you guys knew we were together, but a lot of people did not know that we were together, and it was like that was like a huge question mark for
Facts.
everybody.
Yeah.
So I feel like if people knew that him and I were together, it would be a whole different story, and we might have still been together.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like people would have
But-
respected your
Yeah,
relationship
but I
more.
feel like that's where kind of him comes around.
It was, but then again, it's like, I mean, you guys can say y'all know niggas and y'all know women, so it's kind of just like they don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like,
So where was like the big question mark? Like, how is it that like obviously, of course, like some people knew you guys were together, but then like other people didn't.
so it's like this. Like I'm like, if we were out, I'm not about to be like not like on her or holding her hand, but like if you knew, you knew. But I feel like what went wrong with me is because like it was one relationship I was in that like I posted my girl on Instagram, and then it kind of like backfired on me. So after that, I was kind of like, oh, I'm never posting no girl on Instagram again.
I hate that though, because it's
You
like you're
don't
not
need-
dating the
Sorry.
same person.
So
it's
I-
like it's
I
a
understand,
different
but
person.
it's like-
But you don't need a
but
post on
it's-
Instagram, but people do need to know that
Factuals.
aware, like when you see me, I am with that person,
But-
regardless
and
of
you can
Instagram
keep,
or not. Or like
you can keep
social
your
media.
relationship private and
What-
like still let it be known that you're
Facts.
in a relationship.
But
you know?
at that time and period, it was kind of just like, because I felt like there was a lot of stuff that I didn't heal from back in my past. Not putting that as in like, yo, like this is why I did, because I did what I did because I did what I did. But it was just like that was a factor like coming into the situation. I was like, oh, I'll never post a woman again. But of course, I feel like if I would have posted her, of course, like things could have been better and more people would have known. But it was just like, for me, like if you knew and you seen us, you knew. You know what I mean? But that's where I went wrong, because it was just like, I mean, as a girl, and like nowadays, it's kind of just like in this day and age, and like everything's ran off of social media. So it's just like, if it's not happening on social media, it's not real. So it's just like, where
That's true.
she was just like, yo, like, give me, not like forcing me or anything, but nigga, post me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was kind of just like in my defense mode, kind of like, nah, you know what I mean? But then look back at the situation, and it's kind of just like, yo, like, you know what I mean?
But I just feel like it wasn't even just about that. Like, the fact that when I would even post him, he would have such a big deal about it, and I'm just like, dude, it's my page. Like,
Factuals.
why
yeah,
you
he would
care?
get mad about you posting
And it was
him.
like, out of nowhere, like, girls would literally look at my shit, and I was just like,
Factuals.
that's
Damn.
when I knew.
Like, red flags,
and it's like,
like,
you
everywhere.
can't, yeah, I'm just like, why are people looking at my shit if they don't give a fuck about
Wait,
it?
so he got mad when you would post it?
Yeah, and it
'Cause
was like,
I would kind of be
he
like,
would make me take it down.
I would
Like,
kinda-
that's
What
what it
the
comes
but
down.
I didn't kind of say take it down. But
No,
I,
you
but
did.
look, this is what
No,
I
no,
said.
no,
This is
no,
what I honestly said. I was kind of just like, yo, like, why you gotta post that?
So wait, wasn't the initial problem that it was from your past experience? So what the fuck does that got to do with her?
It doesn't have
posting you,
anything
like-
to do with her. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. It
so
doesn't
why
have
would you
nothing
ask her to
do
take
with
it down? I'm like,
Because,
I'm
of
so
course,
confused.
because I was doing what I was doing.
Because he was
Okay,
scared.
so he knew what.
Yeah,
was
like
going on.
to be 100% honest, I knew what I was doing. So like, if she posted something,
So when he would do this and like ask you to take it down, did you like? Were you ever kind of like that's kind of sus? Like
duh.
But I knew what he was asking me. This is the funny thing.
no,
like,
but I mean like some people are fucking oblivious to shit like that. They're like, oh, maybe like you would just buy everything he would fucking tell you. You know?
it was like more about like the reason why he would make me, well, not make me, because of course it was a conversation that I had, but I was like, fuck, I'm not taking it down. Like, it's my page. Like, you have a problem with
And
it,
she
fucking
wouldn't
break
take
up
it.
with me.
And
Like,
she wouldn't
fuck
take
you.
it
Like,
down.
the fuck. But it was like more about I already knew about the girls who were looking at my pages, like, constant. Like, it was like they were there every single fucking second. Like, girl,
Yeah.
at least follow me so you
They're
don't look
keeping
crazy.
tabs
like,
on
yeah. So it
Tabs.
was like he knew that he was getting caught because I
Yeah.
would like take a screenshot and be like, why is this bitch looking at my
And then,
shit? And
yeah.
but the funny thing was, I already knew that he was fucking with her, so it was like,
Damn.
you got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that went.
Anytime you ask a question, everybody
They know.
argues the
They
answer.
know. They know.
It's like,
they
you
know.
better answer this
They
shit
know.
honestly, because I know the answer.
But then
already.
it's like,
I don't know someone who just casually asks a question and be like,
Yeah.
I saw this girl, I've never seen her before. No, I fucking have. I'm lying to you.
but then it kind of like, it was just like, again, like me being honest with myself and her at the same time. I wasn't honest with her about like a lot of situations. You feel
Yeah.
me? So I feel like that after her, it carried into other situations because I still wasn't really honest with myself about anything. You know what I mean? And it kind of just like, I feel like now I'm kind of at a place where it's just like, I mean, honesty is freedom. You know what I mean? And it's kind of just like, yeah, people can look at me and be like, oh, he's this type of person, but it's just like, I really don't care how you look at me. You feel me? Like,
You said honesty is freedom?
Honesty is freedom. Yeah,
So
sure.
would you just not really have high expectations for your partner to like be honest with you?
No. I wasn't honest with her.
Because
she was
it's
honest
her
with me.
freedom?
No,
Or,
no.
no, but I'm saying like not even like based off of, we know like from what we've heard, like Anna kind of did what she was supposed to do, or at least like from what you guys are telling us. But you're saying honesty is freedom, as if like if Anna wasn't honest, it was okay because that's her freedom.
No, I was
Because
selfish.
that's basically what you're saying.
No, I'm saying honesty.
like-
Honesty is freedom, and if I would have been
And if
honest,
he's
if I would have been
alive-
honest
yeah.
with her at the time, no matter
Oh,
what,
like in your relationship.
yes, no matter
Okay.
no matter what situation it would have been in,
Yeah.
it kind of would have been like, okay, he's being honest with me.
Okay.
But the fact that when she was asking me certain things and I was lying to her, which kind of just like, that's where her mind was kind of like, well, bro, I know this and I know this, and I was still lying to her.
Yeah.
So as I'm saying, honesty is freedom. As in, if I was honest with her, then
Yeah,
maybe
you
it
would've
would have
felt a little
been
more
a different free. But like after we talked and stuff, like after the last time we talked, it was kind of like it was never no confirmation of like this and this and this and this and this. So she kind of had to just like deal with it herself and kind of just like go on and do her own thing without knowing any answers to anything.
Or like not knowing the facts.
You feel me?
Okay.
So, but she knew some of the facts because like
Yeah.
the
I
last
feel like
time.
girls just fucking find everything out, like regardless.
Oh, they
of,
do.
Like,
But it's just like
you
at
guys
the-
telling us the truth or not? We're gonna
It
find
was
out.
like, but do you really feel like you would have been honest about it? Because
Not-
at this point, like, I still don't think that even if I told you about it, you would come clean about it.
Not
Because there were situations where, like, I told him, like, hey, block this girl. After, like, I found out that he cheated on me,
And I
like,
did.
officially. And it was like, I would, like, she would randomly look at my page and I would look at her story and she's, like, on FaceTime with him. And I was just like,
What
what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
at this point, like, why am I even trying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like at the moment, I probably would have never been honest because, of course, like I was sitting there lying to myself about everything and lying.
And
to
once
her.
you start a lie, you keep
you
up
keep,
with
gotta
them.
keep it
you keep it going,
going,
yeah.
like no
Yes.
matter what it is. So I kept all my shit going. So like I feel like at the time I wouldn't have, and then me doing that had led into other situations of me like lying and doing this. But now it's kind of just like honesty is freedom. It's like if you be honest with the person, it's just like
You always be free.
you'll be free
Yeah.
no matter what
But you
situation.
had already
it
started
is.
an
but already
imprisonment.
started it. I started it with her. It's just
Yeah.
like being honest, like not being honest with her. You feel me? And that led to her being like, you know what? Fuck you, Paris.
So when this other woman would post you on her FaceTime and you would know if like, oh, well, somebody's going to see that. You didn't think to just be like, fuck it, I might as well just say it because like there's no way that like I can deny something on FaceTime. Or did you tell that girl to take it down?
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say,
do
would you
something?
press her too about having it on her
Because to be
story?
honest about it, I really didn't care like that about the girl. Like it was just like
It's not caring
No,
about
no, no, no,
her.
but
It's
I'm-
about like other people are gonna see it, and
factuals.
you're in a
But
relationship.
it's like this. I didn't really care about the girl. It wasn't like something that I was like looking for to be within the future. It was kind of just like I was entertaining.
so why do you think it was such a big deal for you to keep her around if you
Facts.
didn't care about her?
I mean,
Like,
she was-
it was like a conversation like about the same girl that we had for months, and
Yeah.
it was like, at this point, like just fucking block her. And the fact that you block her in front of me and go behind my back and unblock her, and like all of a sudden I see that you're on FaceTime with her, and I'm just like, you just acted like it was cool for you to do that. And
Wasn't
I was just
cool.
like,
Wasn't cool at
for
all.
you to press
Yeah,
me
you were
about
doing
me
the
taking
most.
you
I was
down,
doing
and
the most.
like,
I was doing the most.
yeah, it was like for you to press me about taking that shit down, I was like, just fucking block her.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
like it was somebody that you claim that you didn't give a fuck about, but it was like clearly
Well, we
you
were-
did. Like,
You want no? It might
didn't-
not that he cared, but he wanted his cake and eat it too.
Factuals.
He wanted
like I didn't care for it as in like, yo, I'm about to be in a relationship with this girl. Nah, it was never like to that magnitude. You feel me? But like she was cool people, you know what I mean? So it's just like, but yeah, thinking about it back then, I should have blocked. Like boom, like you should have just been blocked because I didn't really like nigga. She was my girl, so it's just like.
Was there ever any girls that like you knew about but you didn't tell him?
Yeah.
About, that, like,
All
you
of
knew
it.
about?
Totally.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I can give you a whole fucking list, but I ain't exposing nobody. So, unless you want to cut that camera, but
I can let you know.
I'll let you know. Half of them that you actually probably know, but fuck, we won't go there.
Not today. She's like, I ain't gonna do you like that
I ain't
today.
gonna do you like that.
You're
I won't
lucky.
expose you.
But I think we're gonna have a little conversation.
Nah.
after this. Yeah.
She's
I'm out that door when we're done.
All right, let's see. Where were we? Okay, what did you guys hate most about each other?
He was a liar.
She thought she knew it all.
I did. Though.
No, no,
I love
But I did. Like, what are you talking about?
not in that magnitude. Not like everything that happened, but you think you know everything.
But did I not?
I'm not talking about everything that happened with us.
So
I'm
what did
talking
I not
about-
know
I'm
about?
talking about just.
But your attitude right now is never
Yeah.
all.
No, but it is though.
Yes.
Like I was right about every single thing, and he can tell you.
She was
But you
like-
can still be right
I'm
and
saying.
still come off as like too
Know-it-all.
much of a know-it-all to somebody.
Because
You know
don't
what I'm
get me
saying?
wrong, she was right about the women and this and this and this and that. But beyond that, like just certain topics, and she just thought she
Okay,
knew.
I
it
have a
all.
question.
So that bothered you more than her actually knowing what you were doing?
No, it didn't bother me more. But I'm
So
saying.
what was I wrong about?
You
That was
asked
the
me
question.
what you asked me what she didn't. Nigga, she acts like she
Yeah.
know it all.
So what did I not know is the question.
I can't really name anything.
Exactly,
from
because
right
it
here.
wasn't because I knew it all. Like,
I'm not talking about the situation at hand.
Yeah,
You're
no.
not
I
listening. You're
understand
not
you.
listening
I
to me.
understand where you're coming from. Because I feel like I'm right a lot too. But I also know I can come off as like I'm doing the most and I do act like I know it all. So I can understand you. I can understand you because I can understand I've done that myself.
I'm not talking about as in the what I did. Yeah, she was right about what I did and shit like that. But just in the overall spectrum, like yeah, she thought she knew everything.
Okay, so answer her question. What didn't she know?
I can't really name anything else.
because there was nothing. Because I was right about it.
Alright.
Whether it was like outside of the woman or not.
You got that.
Answer
Okay,
the
no,
question.
but if you give me
can't
an
really
example,
I
if you
can't
give me an
really- I
example,
can't
I'll
really-
apologize.
I can't really
That's
name
fair.
an
Because
example.
there was nothing.
I can't really name an example. But like, I guess she know. I'm not about to say.
I
that.
don't.
clearly
but I'm
doesn't.
asking you a question. If you literally answer my question right now, I will apologize to you and we'll move on to the next question.
Listen, I don't know. I'm gonna take the L and I'm gonna let you have that.
You cheated.
So maybe
sure.
she was right.
But I feel
I
you.
was right.
You were not completely
Maybe she-
alone
maybe she
in
was.
feeling like some things know it all. I feel you on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna let it go.
Chris is like, next question.
Yeah, I'm cooling. I'm chilling.
If you could go back in time, what would you have done differently?
Honestly.
Honesty?
Honesty. I mean, that kind of sums up everything with everything. Just being honest. And then not being really selfish towards, like, I was selfish because I could have just would have been like, yo, let you go. But then again, it's like, once you get comfortable with a certain type of person, you don't want to let them go. But it's kind of just like, and I feel like that was a selfish part of me. I should have just been like, yo, like, this, that, and the third, and kind of just like, yeah. But, yeah, just honesty.
Yeah,
For
that's
real.
fair.
Yeah.
Anna, what would you have done differently?
Like, I appreciate the moments that we have, but I would definitely cut him off the first time I found out, which will be at like 3 months, but we ain't gonna go there. I just feel like I wouldn't have wasted a lot more time than. where it
Okay, so I have a question really quick. We all know that cheating is wrong, so like the main person that's wrong in the relationship is usually the cheater, but it does take two to do a relationship. And even like I've been cheated on too, but I still know there's a part of me that I could have played that was like, I wish I would have done this differently, as in like maybe, I don't know. Like I feel like there's always something you can like improve on in a relationship regardless if you're the wrong one or not. You know what I mean? So like if you had to say something that you could have improved on, what would you say?
I like this question. Go ahead for that,
I don't
shorty.
even know.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like if I was more, I don't even know, like, because he can tell you this, like, I gave him everything and anything. Like, there were times where, like, I fucking took shit out from me just to give it to him because he needed it. So it was like, no matter what he says, like, him and I know that I fucking did everything for him. So it was like, I don't think I did anything wrong because at the end of the day, I loved him. I was faithful to him. Like, there were people that I fucking cut off from my life just because he didn't want them around. So I feel like, and his excuse was, oh, I'm a Libra, I'm flirtatious. And I'm just like, that's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse, but
It was
not my excuse.
Let my man say that.
It was not my excuse.
If I pull up the receipts right
It was
now,
not my. It was
Pull him
not.
up. Pull up the receipts.
I can't answer that question because I don't think I would have done anything different, or I don't think that I did anything wrong. Like, it was more of him and his insecurities and what he wanted. I just feel like he wasn't ready to let go of him being an artist because his excuse was, I'm an artist, and if I post you, I'm gonna lose my followers.
Yeah.
If I post you, like, I'm gonna lose the girls. And I was like, if you're an artist and if they truly fuck with your music, they're gonna be there regardless. Like, you're basically telling me that they're only there because they fuck with you as a person, and you're gonna lose them, and you're scared to lose them. But it was like, you claim that, hey, they're there because I'm an artist, but at the end of the day, if a fan is a fan, that doesn't mean what the fuck you do, they're a fan of the music that you make. So it was like, why the fuck do you care about them still being there for you when your whole focus is your music?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where he just kind of lost it. Like, he just didn't understand that.
Yeah. And what would you have, like, because she's gonna stick to her answer, and that's fine. You're gonna stick to your answer. So what would you have, like, wished that she did differently in the relationship?
Well, to go off of her question, I just feel like I wasn't secure, as in, like, just within myself. You know what I mean? I was looking at the industry as a certain type of way, or what I've been taught to be, like, yo, don't do this and don't do that and don't do that. So then, like, when she would ask me, oh, post me, I would resort back into, well, I can't post you because of this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like, and plus I was, like, really insecure within myself. You know what I mean? So I was just like, saying this and saying this and saying that, kind of just, like, make her be quiet or whatever the case may be.
But do you feel like you kind of, like, second guessed it? Because I feel like part of it, like, he wanted me to be this image that I didn't want to be.
Factuals.
It was
like what?
Like he wanted me to do more photo shoots just so I could post more pictures, and I was just like, dude, like, that's, like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like,
pimping your girl out and
like,
like,
just like, dude, like, he literally only told me, like, hey, if you do more shoots and if you post more and if you post more of this kind of pics and this, then I'll post it. And I was just like, I don't fucking have to do all that just for you to post me.
Because she wanted to do more pictures. And I told her, yo, you should model. Like, you look good.
But did you ever think about the fact that I didn't want to do it?
No, but you talked to me and said you want to take more pictures.
But the reason why I said I wanted to was because of you.
But then that's something we should have talked about.
Well, I mean, I just feel like you should have known, because the fact that I haven't fucking posted a picture in a year just because I don't give a fuck about Instagram, like, that should have given you the fucking thought, like, hey, maybe she just doesn't want to fucking post anything.
But you can't
like,
tell me that you didn't really give a fuck about it.
But did you want me to be this person that I didn't want to be, yes or no?
I mean, I did want you to be a certain type of person,
but do you feel like you only wanted me to be that type of person just so you could present me as that person? Like, hey, this is the type of girl that I have? Because I just feel like that's what it comes down to.
It might have been a little bit of that, but once you told me, like, yo, I want to get into this more, then I was kind of just like, okay, then maybe you should take more photos. And then as me telling you to take more photos, I feel like that's something we should have talked about. Like, yo, I really don't want to do this.
But we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
To tell you,
I literally told you. You told me multiple times, like, "Hey, I want you to do more photo shoots, and I want you to be this type of person, and I want you to do this, and I want you to do that." And I was just like, at one point, I did say okay, but it was because I was like, "Fuck, if that's what it takes, then fuck it." Like,
I know, but like, you told me, I want to take more. I want to do more photo shoots.
But did you ever work toward that? Like, did you ever, like, realistically, let's say even if I did say that, did you ever do something to make it happen?
Not 100%.
We're done. Next question.
All right, we're gonna go to, how is your chemistry in bed?
Fuck.
She can answer that.
You gotta both answer.
Damn.
To be honest.
Let's not lie, even if
And
we
yeah,
don't like
don't
each other.
cap. Please don't cap.
Honestly,
Please.
I love the fact that like I loved him so much, so that just made it like 20 times better.
Okay.
So it was
But
like
before you loved him, were you like, damn, that was great?
I mean, honestly, I didn't let him fucking hit it till like 3-4 months.
Like 3 months
I
in.
literally made him wait.
Like-
Like I was like, you won't suffer. Like
And was it worth it after
it
the
was
3-4 months?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like we just built more chemistry. And it
Okay.
was like more about that. Because when I met him, I was like, damn, like he's cool, but do I really want to do it now or do I want to wait?
Yeah.
And I feel like if we like started so soon, we would just be like fuck buddies. But I just feel like that's one of the reasons why like our relationship started.
Yeah.
Stronger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you had more respect.
100%.
Me? Oh. She was capping. Well, I mean, I feel that it was fire. Like it's like again, this was connection. So it's just like when the shit was happening, it was kind of just like, yo, like this shit is fire. You know what I mean? And plus, like nigga, like we loved each other, we cared about each other. So of course that enhanced like everything that was already going on. So it was kind of just like, yeah, it was lit. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah. So I know you keep saying you loved her and all this stuff, and I know you
Oh, I'm ready for
maybe
this
you
answer.
did,
Okay.
but do you guys feel like you could be in love and cheat at this? Like, did you really love that person?
Def. I feel you can love somebody.
Because I feel like this is always like a conflict with like people, and I've never really thought about it. I've never even really, I don't even know how I would answer that. That's why I'm like curious to see what you guys think about that.
Well, my opinion on it, I feel that you definitely can love somebody and do some fucked up shit, but it doesn't really have anything to do with the person you're loving. It solely has to do with the person, like the person that's doing the shit. So yeah, I cared about her, I loved her, and if anything, I would go to bat for 100%. But of course, I was fucked up and doing my own shit, but 100% I still cared about her. So in my opinion, I feel like, yeah, you can still love somebody and do some fucked up shit, but it doesn't have anything to do with the other person. Like, nothing at all. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing that she was doing or anything. Yeah, sometimes she didn't listen, and sometimes she was a little fucking know-it-all. But, like, nigga, like, 9, 10
You know what? You can't say that for the rest of the episode until you answer her question.
I don't, but it's just like during the time period, like I'm not about to sit here and like go back and be like, yo, this and this and this. Like I'm just saying for me, you don't have to believe it, you don't have to, or you don't. Like I'm just saying for me, and I'm just speaking my truth. Like sometimes she thought she knew it all, but
Answer the question, P.
If there's no
I'm not about to listen. I'm not
because
listen.
I
Oh my
can
God.
kind of see his side. I know plenty of people that are know-it-alls and they are smart as fuck and they might know every fact in the world and they can still act like know-it-alls though.
I'm not about to sit here and go back on what happened.
I wish you would though.
Y'all know what happened. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody who's watching know what happened. I kind of spoke my piece and been truthful about it, but I'm not.
But
about
this
to
has nothing to do with what happened. It's just like that specific question.
But I'm saying just in general. I said it doesn't have anything to do with the relationship.
Pull up the receipts.
Just in,
Oh, like, goddamn,
just in
at this
general.
point.
Like she knew it all. She.
Okay,
she
but
knew.
what type of like?
All right, I'm done with the question, nigga.
Let me like hold on.
I'm done with the
wait,
question.
wait,
You can do your thing. I'm done with it. I necessarily don't care. Like
I just feel like everything that happened, like I would literally ask him like one question. I'll just be like, just say it, and he'll be like, "Damn, you were right." Like, and it's like there was never one thing where I was like, "Fuck, I really fucked up and I wasn't right about." And I really wish that you would like give me an example, because I would fucking apologize in front of like the millions of people that are gonna watch this.
I don't
Because
have.
there's nothing.
I don't have an example, but so you can say you are 100% right about everything we've ever talked about in our relationship from the.
100%.
Alright, that's where I'm done with it.
Or maybe I feel like it just kind of resorts back to like what men do to kind of get us to shut up. Where they're kind of like, all right, you're right. And then
No,
we're just kind of, they're like,
it's
well,
nothing-
I didn't want you to tell me that. I want you to
but
tell
he
me.
knew I was
nothing
right.
I can say. Like, I'm not about to sit here and go back on situations that we had back then. It's like, I don't even remember. It's kind of just like, yo.
But it was
if
like
you feel-
outside of the woman that I already was
that you
right
already
about.
that we already expressed.
What was
But I'm not
something
talking
that
about
we
the
went
relationship.
through that I wasn't right about? Like, is what I'm trying to fucking comprehend.
I'm honestly, respectfully.
You
I'm
want
gonna
to
let
cut the camera so you
I'm
can
gonna-
think about it?
No, I'm gonna let you take that. I don't have any. I don't have to think about anything. It was just times, and take my feelings into consideration. Sometimes you felt like you knew everything, and I was just like, well, okay. And sometimes you thought you were super smart, where you made me feel stupid about certain things. So I'm telling you, like, I'm not sitting here just because of that or just because of them. I've been 100% honest with you and with him and everybody. I'm not sitting here trying to make you seem like you're anything or whatever the case may be. Yes, you were right about a lot of things in our relationship, but I'm telling you that there was a lot of situations that came up where you just was already right about. And I kind of just like, okay, there's no point of trying to change your mind about anything.
But why would you not speak about it? Like, let's say you never even spoke about it, but why would you not speak about it?
Just the same.
Just because you thought I was wrong and you just let me think that I was like. Back to what Abby said, like, why would you make me think that I was right even if you thought that I was wrong?
Okay, so why would you make me think I wasn't doing anything wrong when you could have spoken
But
up
there were
about
little
it?
things that I brought up and you fucking find out about.
Still.
Like, there were, like, people where I was just like, can you block this person without me explaining why? And you should have already known because you were like, fuck, I did this with this person.
Still. Simple conversation. Both, it was both wrong on both. I should have said, this and this and this. But after a point in time, when you just thought you knew everything, I kind of was just, all right. And just
So do you really think that if I brought up the shit that you did, we would still be together for that long?
I can't tell you that.
Because you know that we would have been done.
I can't tell you that, honestly. I can't. Yeah, I don't know how, because at the end of the thing, like, yeah, we probably still care for each other, but then all that other shit is done. I can't tell you at that point in time how invested we were in each other that it would have went this way or this way.
All right.
Do you still care for Anna?
Duh, of
Do
course.
you
I
still
mean,
care for Paris?
yeah. I mean, not on the, like, I'm not about to sit here and be like,
I
oh,
don't
take
know
me
how
back.
to answer that question. Like, I respect him as a person, but as far as caring about what happened, not really. Because I'm just like, at the end of the day, I ended up finding somebody that actually showed me everything that he should have showed me. And it was like...
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% happy for you. 100.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to the last question. We're gonna let Sam take it away.
The last question.
Take it away, Sam.
Thanks. The last question was, would you get back together?
I'm chilling. I mean, I respect her from, like, I care about her from a distance, but it's not no, like, oh, take me back type of situation. Like, if anything was to go down and she would call me and be like, yo, P, I'll be like, okay, I'll be there for you. But, I mean, other than that, it's just like, I care about you. I love you from a distance. And you feel me? I'm happy for, like, whatever you do in your life and whoever you're with. I don't have no animosity towards anybody.
Okay. Anna? No.
No.
Just short and simple.
No.
It's cool.
I just... Again, he's an amazing person for whoever he's going to be with. And he has the tendency of getting caught up in certain situations where he has complete control of.
Factual.
But I just feel like, as far as taking him back, definitely not. Because there were little... Unless... I mean, I haven't talked to him in, like, what? It's fucking October. Like, I haven't talked to him in 10 months. Like, last time I saw him was in December. So it was like... I don't know the type of person that he is. But definitely me just knowing what we went through, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think that I would give it a second chance. But
Gotcha.
he's an amazing person. So
Yeah.
that's all I
Very
can
cool,
say.
then.
Alright, and then before we wrap up the episode, is there anything like you guys want to say to each other that you feel like you guys needed to get off your chest? And I don't know how things ended between you guys, but I feel like sometimes we need time to really completely grasp like what happened, and like if there's anything you guys need to say to each other, you guys are more than welcome to do it now.
Just just keep doing you. You feel me? I'm happy that you're happy. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I know like some of the last words we've said. It's just like, yo, like if you're not happy with me, I just hope you're happy just in general. So I just hope you're happy in general. Keep doing your thing, and just like everything we went through was like, yeah, like we had some good times, we had some bad times, but of course it was a learning lesson for both of us. You feel me? It was a learning experience for both of us. So it's just like I'm glad to see that you're doing good and really taking care of yourself. That's all I gotta say.
Appreciate it.
Anna?
Fuck. I just feel like he was my first ever real relationship that I've been in. So I feel like after we broke up, I have learned a lot and he has made me grow up as a person. But I appreciate you for everything that you taught me as far as just learning things about myself and you know, the people around me or whatever it is, just like working hard toward my goals and all that. But I don't know. I just feel like you just gotta take it as a lesson. And I know that there's nothing bad I can say about him, and I never have. So if somebody comes up to me and says, hey, how's Paris? Like, I'm gonna literally just say positive things about him, despite all the negatives that we went through. But,
I mean, I heard some
I don't
stuff,
know.
but
I mean,
we
you
want
want
to
to
speak
spill
on
the
it.
tea
We're
because we
positive.
can.
I heard some shit. I'm cool. Like, I know where it came from. I know what stem it came from, so I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Like I said,
I just feel like at the end of the day, if I wanted to talk shit about him, I already talk my shit to him. Like, that's what it is. There's nothing like I even like said to my friends, I guess. But at the end of the day, they're my friends and they're gonna know what the fuck I go through. But there were a lot of people that told me not to be with him, and I put them in check. Like, fuck, that was my decision, so don't fucking talk shit about him. At the end of the day, whether it is now or whether it is later, whatever and whoever asks me about him, I have nothing bad to say about him as a person.
same here.
So just take it as a lesson and
keep pushing, baby. Keep
don't
pushing.
lie and don't cheat and just be faithful. And don't get into a relationship you're not ready
if you're
to
not
be.
ready.
All right?
But I feel like now, well, damn, we still rolling. Okay, I just feel like now, just to be honest, just like situation even after her, like it was kind of just like it kind of still lying, still doing what I was doing and shit like that. But I feel like now it's kind of come to a point where it's kind of just like, I don't know, when you have something good, it's kind of just all like, cause like I was hurt when like, cause like when you look back at it, I was like, damn, I really lost a friend. And it's just like the fact that you can't pick up the phone and be like, yo, how you doing?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she cut me off for everything. So it's kind of just like, I had to.
Like, you would email me, and I had to change my email type of shit. Like, bruh, it was at that
I feel
point
like guys
where
be doing the most once they fuck up, and
Yeah.
girls too. Like,
But
y'all are
it's the
gonna do
same.
all this after you fuck up. Like,
the
where was
same.
this energy
It's-
when you were in the
together.
relationship?
Because I feel like once you realize that you're really about to lose somebody, it's kind of just like, oh shit, like then reality sets in. So you're like,
I don't think your reality has really set in. You just said you were still lying and doing
No,
all this shit.
but we haven't talked for 10 months. I'm saying like my situations after that, like I was like I was sitting here like lying still and shit, and because honestly I was still hurt about what happened to that, and then I felt like I wasn't physically ready to be in anything serious, but I was like trying to force myself into being in something serious. But I feel like now I'm kind of at a point where it's just like, yo, it's just like you have somebody really great in your life who like helps you and brings something to your life, because it's kind of like what women's craziness comes from is us niggas doing what you feel me? So it's just like if you can really lock in on somebody and kind of just like be there for them and not be with all the extra bullshit, like something can grow into something greater. So it's just like, I feel like with me as a person, it's just like, yeah, like anybody can sit here and like bash me and be like, oh, this Paris is this type of person.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, but I really don't care about what anybody has to say about me, because I know what type of person I am. But of course, I feel like my decisions don't make me. To a certain point, yes, they do. If you keep doing them and doing them and doing them and doing them. But again, like we live in a life where you can change the narrative and how you treat people, or just with anything. So it's just like I feel like every day I'm kind of like finding myself into the person that I want to be in the future, and just like a lot of my past lessons that kind of shape me into like what
Who you are today.
who I'm in there, of course, but still fucked up and still done this and done this and done that. But I feel like as like, yeah, you can sit here and talk about me and what I did, and you can sit here and say this and say this and say that, but despite all the bad shit I've done, like niggas know that I'm like a real cool person, you know what I mean?
I
So
agree.
it's just like you can say what you want to about me, it's not really about to faze me.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, we want to thank the beautiful Anna and the very talented Paris Bell for coming in today.
Yes,
I would also love to remind you guys that although we like do the whole visual thing through YouTube, we also do stream on Apple, Spotify, and if you guys go to any of our socials, we do have a link. We have a link to our Buzzsprout if you guys want to listen to it for free. Absolutely free. Click on the link. It'll take you right to it. And if you guys have been tuning in, we always do a small business shout out. So today we are going to let Mr. Paris Bell do his own little small business shout out. He is an artist. He's very talented. So go ahead and
Well,
do your thing.
like I said in the first part of the video, you can follow me Instagram at ParisBeOfficial. Got some things coming up, some new music dropping. So for the ones who's tapped in and stuff like that, keep tapping in. Or for the newcomers that's gonna come in after this page, because y'all go ahead and come to my page and maybe talk y'all shit or whatever the case may be. It is what it is. But yeah, I got some new music coming out and just stay tuned. You know.
And we'll leave both of their like ads and stuff in the description box below. So go ahead and follow them. They're both really amazing people.
Come to the DMs and say what you please, because I am ready for y'all.
All right, guys, we're gonna head on out. Thank you guys for watching. Sam, do you have anything else to?
You kind of summed it all up, but stay tuned for next week's episode as always, and we love you all for watching.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.